Shelves. One whole day, my college roommate Hobson went around chanting a phone number to himself. At 7 o'clock, he would needle on the tip of his tongue, and no mistake. 7 came, and all went smoothly. But later that same evening, Hobson went to call his lifelong home and could not remember the number there. Our other roommate, Spring, pre-med, said, "Bill, you see what this implies? Your brain is saturated. From now on, everything you learn will force out something the same size, and it's completely random. If I were you, I'd do some soul searching before continuing my education. Even one music class, you might never make it back to the room. If that should happen, God forbid, can I have your stuff?" Maybe it really works something like that. Why is it we can all remember the names of the kids in our 3rd grade class? I think it's because we were just beginning to stock the cavernous warehouse of memory, and we knew no better than to fill the front shelves first, and with whatever came to hand. I ran that theory by my wife, and she said her stuff never makes it to the shelves. Her stuff is all in boxes on the floor. I thought about all this at a family wake a while back, when I recognized my Uncle Mike, my grandfather's brother. I had thought he was dead years ago. His son told me he didn't know what day it was. He never does anymore. But why does he need to? It had to be painstakingly explained to Mike who I was. But once he had me placed in his lattice of recallable relationships, I was able to sit with him and pick his brain of treasures I had thought irretrievably lost. He played third base and shortstop, just like me. Graduated from Boston Latin, like my daughters. He remembers the first time he ever saw my grandmother. She was wearing a raccoon coat, and he thought, "That's the best looking woman I've ever seen." Grandma! He said the best job he ever had was running an office in City Hall, where he booked the occasional wager on the side. He can still remember the number of the bookie in the North End he would phone his bets in to. I made a date to sit with Mike again, with a notebook and a tape deck, to rescue the old stories, for myself, for my girls, maybe someday for their kids. Was my grandfather a good ball player? Did my great-grandfather have a temper that got him into trouble? Did he love his kids? And did he let them know it? Were the McCarthy women always strong? The men good-looking? I know that when I sit with Mike again, it will have to be painstakingly explained to him who I am. The shelves of his memory are full. The contents irreplaceable. They should not make way for things unneeded, obvious, or self-explanatory.